In big strides, he then went back first to the College of Interpreters, where we shall leave him. We tell you now instead about those people beneath the watchtower. When the wind arose, all of them covered their heads and shut their eyes. Little did they anticipate that after the wind had passed, the royal proclamation would be nowhere to be seen, and each one of them was terrified. Originally, you see, the proclamation was accompanied by 12 eunuchs and 12 palace guards as it left the court that morning. It had not been hung up for more than 3 hours when it was blown away by the wind. Trembling all over, those eunuchs and guards searched for it left and right, and that was when they suddenly caught sight of a slip of paper sticking out from the bosom of Ju 8 Rules. "Did you peel off the proclamation?" shouted the officials as they ran up to him. All at once, that idiot raised his head and stuck out his snout, so frightening those several palace guards that they stumbled backwards and fell down. He turned around and wanted to flee, but he was pulled back by several of the braver ones. "You took down the royal proclamation for the recruitment of physicians," they cried. "Where do you think you are going if you aren't going into court to heal His Majesty?" More and more flustered, our idiot said, "Your son is the one who peeled off the royal proclamation. Your grandson is the one who knows anything about healing." One of the palace guards spoke up. "What's that you have in your bosom?" Only then did idiot lower his head and find that there was indeed a piece of paper there. When he spread it open and took one look, he clenched his teeth and cried, "That wretched ape has killed me." He became so furious that he would have ripped up the document if the people had not stopped him. "You are dead," they shouted. "This is a proclamation of our reigning monarch. Who dares to tear it up? If you have taken it down and stuffed it into your bosom, you must be a physician able to heal him. Go with us, quickly. You have no idea," shouted 8 Rules, "that I did not take down this proclamation. It was taken down by my elder brother, Sun Wukong. After he stuck it secretly in my bosom, he abandoned me and left. If you want to get to the bottom of this matter, I have to go find him for you." "What sort of wild talk is that?" said the people. "You think we'd forsake a ready-made bell to strike one about to be forged? You took down the proclamation, and you tell us now to find someone else. Never mind you. We'll haul you back to see our Lord." Without further investigation of the matter, that group of people began to push and shove idiot. Our idiot, however, stood perfectly still, and he seemed to have taken root in the earth. Not even a dozen people could budge him. "All of you don't know any better," said 8 Rules. "If you pull at me some more, you will pull out my idiotic ire. Don't blame me then." Soon the entire neighborhood was aroused by all that hubbub to come and have 8 Rules surrounded. Among the people were 2 elderly eunuchs, who said to him, "Your looks are strange and your voice sounds unfamiliar. Where have you come from, and why are you so headstrong?" "We are those from the land of the East sent to seek scriptures in the western heaven," replied 8 Rules. "My master is a master of the law, and the bond brother of the Tang Emperor. Just now he has gone into court to have his travel rescript certified. My elder brother and I came here to buy seasoning. When I saw the crowd beneath the watchtower, I dared not go forward, and my elder brother told me to wait for him here. When he saw the proclamation, he called up a whirlwind and had it taken off and stuck secretly in my bosom. Then he left me." "Just now," said one of the eunuchs, "I saw a stoutish priest with a white face heading straight for the gate of the court. He, I suppose, must be your master." "He is indeed," said 8 Rules. "Where has your elder brother gone to?" asked the eunuch. 8 Rules said, "There are altogether 4 of us. Our master has gone to have our travel rescript certified, but the rest of us, 3 disciples, a horse, and our luggage, are all resting at the College of Interpreters. After my elder brother had played this trick on me, he must have returned to the college." "Palace guards," said the eunuch, "stop tugging at this man. Let us go with him to the college, and we'll know the whole truth of the matter." These two mamas are far more sensible, said 8 Rules. This priest is truly uninformed, said one of the palace guards. How could you address the papas as mamas? Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Said 8 Rules, laughing. You are the one who's switching the sexes. These two old mamas should be addressed as popo or madams. And you want to call them papas? Stop your saucy tongue. The people said, Go find your elder brother quickly. By that time, the noisy crowd had grown to over 500 people, all surging up to the entrance of the college. Stop here, all of you, said 8 Rules. My elder brother is not like me, who allows you this spoofing. He is rather hot-tempered and terribly serious. When you meet him, you must extend to him a grand salutation and address him as Venerable Father Sun. Then he'll do business with you. Otherwise, he may change his colors and you won't succeed with your enterprise. If your elder brother truly has the ability to heal our king, said the eunuchs and the palace guards, he will inherit half the kingdom. He certainly deserves our bow. While the idlers milled about noisily before the college, 8 Rules led the troop of eunuchs and palace guards inside, where they heard Pilgrim laughing and telling Sha Monk the trick he had played on 8 Rules. 8 Rules dashed forward and grabbed him, screaming, Some person you are. You tricked me out there and promised to buy vegetarian noodles, biscuits, and buns for me to eat. They're all fibs. Then you brought on the whirlwind and took down this so-called royal proclamation to have it stuck secretly in my bosom. You are playing me for a fatso. Is that how you treat your brother? Laughing, Pilgrim said, Idiot, you must have taken the wrong road and gone off to someplace else. I passed the watchtower, bought the seasoning, and came back quickly to where you were, but I couldn't find you. So, I returned here first. Where did I peel off any royal proclamation? The officials guarding the proclamation are right here, said 8 Rules. Hardly had he finished speaking when those several eunuchs and palace guards went forward to bow deeply to Pilgrim. Venerable Father Sun, they said, Today our king must be exceedingly fortunate, for heaven has sent you to descend to us. We beseech you to exercise your great talents in healing and your profound knowledge in the therapeutic arts. If you succeed in curing our king, you will have claim to half the kingdom. On hearing these words, Pilgrim became more sober. He took the proclamation and asked the people, Are you the officials guarding the proclamation? Kowtowing, the eunuchs said, Your slaves are palace officials belonging to the Directorate of Ceremonials. These are the embroidered uniform guards. This proclamation for recruitment of physicians, said Pilgrim, was indeed taken down by me. I purposely arranged for my brother to lead you to see me. Your lord is indisposed, but as the proverb says, medicines are not lightly bought. A doctor's not casually sought. You go back and ask the king to come here in person to invite me. I guarantee that when I stretch forth my hand, his illness will at once disappear. When they heard these words, all of the eunuchs were astonished. A stupendous claim like this can be made only by someone in the know, said one of the palace guards. Half of us will remain here to continue our silent entreaty. Half of us will return to memorialize to the throne. Whereupon 4 eunuchs and 6 palace guards, without waiting for any summons, went inside the court and memorialized before the steps, saying, My lord, 10,000 happinesses have come upon you. Having finished his meal, the king was just having a quiet chat with Tripitaka. When he heard this, he asked, Where has this happiness come from? One of the eunuchs said, This morning your slaves took the royal proclamation for the recruitment of physicians to have it mounted beneath the watchtower. It was taken down by Elder Sun, a sage monk sent from the distant land of the east to acquire scriptures. He is now residing in the College of Interpreters and desires the personal appearance of the king to invite him. He has promised us that when he stretches forth his hand, the illness will disappear. That is why we have come to memorialize to you. On hearing this, the king was filled with delight. He turned to ask the Tang monk, Master of the law, how many noble disciples do you have? This humble cleric, replied Tripitaka with hands folded before him, has 3 mischievous disciples. Which of them is conversant with the therapeutic arts? Asked the king. To tell you the truth, your majesty, said Tripitaka, my mischievous disciples are all ordinary men of the wilds. Their knowledge is confined to pulling the horse and toting the luggage, to fording streams and leading your poor monk across the mountains. When we pass through the more dangerous regions, they may even be able to subjugate demons and fiends, to tame tigers and dragons. But that's all. None of them knows anything about the nature of medicine. Why must you be so modest, master of the law? Said the king. It is truly a heavenly affinity that you should arrive on this very day when we ascend the main hall. If your noble disciple were not an able physician, how would he be willing to take down our proclamation and demand our going there in person to invite him? He must have the ability to heal the highest ruler of the state. Then the king gave this order. Let our civil and military subjects represent us, for our body is weakened and our strength depleted, and we dare not ride the imperial chariot.